really trying to do that. And that's what everybody really saying is, I want to prioritize and plan my life this year. That's all a resolution is.
You're exactly right.
But it's so
You're
easy.
Exactly right, D. And
Don't it seem like it's just so easy to stay on that hamster wheel or just stay on that same like regimen and routine, D?
Well, I think what you're saying is, D, there's something common that is preventing us from staying disciplined, from sticking to the plan.
Yeah.
And everybody does it, but we rarely recognize it. And so we got to highlight it today. The thing that is preventing most people from succeeding is impulse. Welcome to another episode of All Things Connected. It's 2024. Happy New Year.
2024. Happy New Year, everybody, man. We hope y'all have a great New Year. Hope y'all New Year's was great. It's your boy, Trey the Great. I'm talking with Just Daniel. And, man, how was your New Year's, D?
It was cool. It was real relaxed, real low key. You know, last few years we had a couple parties we went to. This year we kind of just chilled, bobbed out. We just cooked, had some friends and family over, listened to some music, played some games, and set some New Year's resolutions. And it was a good time. How about you, D?
Sound like the same thing, man. Tyler and I, we threw a party. Her mom came over, right. Brothers, sisters. So we had about 30 people, including like 10 kids.
Okay.
Man, we had a ball, man. Just integrating our families. You know, they meet my side of the family. We meet her side of the family for the first time. And we played, what did we play? We did this game called Tapple, which is a really, really good category game. It goes, so you have like 4 to 10 people, and on this board game, you have a timer counting down, and around it has the alphabets, like certain alphabets. So let's say category was things in this room. Each person get 10 seconds to come up with a name of the. Each person get to come up with an answer to the category. Mm-hmm. But let's say if it's TV, you say television, and then you push the T down. Then it's the next person's turn, and then it's the next person's turn. And what happens is people start running out of ideas and running out of
categories.
Answers. Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing is tight, man. And then once people mess up, you restart it, and then you go to a different category. It'll be like things you can buy at the grocery store, and it just goes on and on until you get down to the list. So that was a new game we played, man. It was really, really good. Of course, we played left, right, center. Left, right, center is always amazing. Always a good time. Tyler won 3 games in a row, bro. Everybody's like, man, y'all got the dice rigged, man.
Yeah, right. Well, get to making up excuses. They get to lose it.
Exactly. Yeah, so left, right, center was pretty dope. The kids are down just in the basement, man, just upstairs, downstairs, just doing whatever they want, eating what they want. I prepared a nice meal, like party food. So we had the Rotel dip. We had fried chicken, regular. We had sweet and spicy wings. I did Cajun chicken pasta. What else did I do? I did orange Caribbean jerk pork.
Yeah, clown. Jeez.
Super good. And then what else did we do? Shrimp cocktail. We did a charcuterie board. If I'm saying it right, I'll be screwing that word up all the time. And what else? I feel like I'm missing something. That's probably about it. I think a salad or something.
Yeah, I just had a good time, a lot of good people, a lot of good food. That sounded like a ball, bro.
Music, we was vibing, man. It was a great time. Chop them came over, Chloe, they brought the kids. So, man, super good time.
Shout out to Chop, man.
Yeah, shout out to Chop, man. That's my boy, man.
Chop that dude, yeah, and beautiful wife, sweetheart.
Yeah,
man.
Good dude, good family, man. Just I watched his growth over all the years. You know what I mean? People see them now and they see, not even a finished product, but a good product, right? But man, sure. I done seen them get it out the mud, bro. I done seen them straight work hard, give up on one of his dreams to live his ultimate dream, and he did it. Did it his way, and it's been very, very successful. So they doing well, man. So shout out to Chop, man.
D, man, that's a great topic, bro. That's a great story, man, because it says that he got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? And every year, we all got to start somewhere, or we got to continue where we started on the previous year. So thinking about this 2024, brought in the new year, y'all brought it in with a bang.
Yeah.
What were some of your New Year's resolutions? Or did you set any New Year's resolutions? Did everybody kind of go around? Like, how did that come about?
No, we didn't do the whole going around, that evening, but Tyler and I discussed some things, and I don't know if I even set resolutions anymore. I just kind of reshift and refocus, and so one thing I want to prioritize in this new year is my health, right, and my weight, and so I'm probably people may not think it, but I'm like 15, 20 pounds over, and then I just want to get more of an athletic build. So setting that new goal is something that's a real thing for me. I do have a goal of paying off my student loans. We talked about paying off our cars. We may not be able to do that this year, but in the next, we made a short-term goal. Like in 3 years, we shouldn't have car payments. So, as you know, my car got into a car accident about a year ago. As soon as I made that goal and paid that off early, somebody come smack the car, and I got to get right back into the cycle of car notes. But yeah, man. So that was go ahead.
Man, it seemed like every time you get close to paying off your car or you pay the car off, something happened to try to reset you, bro.
Worst.
It's like it's almost like, man. And you be like, man, I had all these plans, and then you got to jump right back into it, get another start all over, man.
Yeah.
I felt I was heartbroken for you, bro.
I know, right?
When that happened, I said, oh my God, I know, D, because you was making extra payments, bro. Like we had the plan set, and then, like always, something happens, and so it's about, like you said, refocusing.
And so that's what we're talking about. Really, just a financial focus year, bro. Like where we, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, seeing where money is actually going, actually living by a budget, actually watching bank statements, actually sending money where it needs to be sent. Because come on now. It's easy to get thrown off track. So many holidays, so many birthdays, so many things just popping up. Like, oh, let's go out to eat. He'd be like, okay, cool. And so a lot of that we committed to weeding out. We have specific people birthday that we just gonna absolutely celebrate. Like Dad's 60th birthday is in a couple weeks, so obviously I'm going to celebrate Dad's birthday. Her mom's birthday was January 1st, so obviously we celebrated that. But man, everybody look. Lil Pookie and Ray right now, man, I ain't gonna see me this year for the birthdays.
Not this year.
So, yeah, man.
That's good, man. That's good. I think that's for me. It was not really New Year's resolution, but I said I want to really have some direction, because if you don't have no direction or sense of direction, then you'll never get to a destination. And so my goal has been to set goals and accomplish those goals. So every day, every week, I got set goals, and then I write them down. I put my little check box and I check them off. And so it gives me a sense of direction. It gives me a sense of fulfillment, achievement, and it keeps me honest. And so I know I have X amount of things to do, and it allows me to accomplish those things instead of me going day by day. Oh man, it ain't nothing to do. It'd be so easy to get lost in movies or series or football or whatever the case may be, instead of I got these. And it don't have to be a whole lot. Like I'm not filling my entire day with goals, but I have 3 to 4 goals I set every day. I may not hit them all, but I know if I don't hit them all, I just bring them into the next day, and then it'll allow me to see, hey, bro, you playing with this? Like, is this serious? You know, it allows me to hold myself accountable, and I think that's a great place to start, bro.
Yeah.
You can do it in any walk of life, right? You can do it with your finances. You can do it with your workout goals. You can do it with your food and diet. You know, whatever goal you have, you can mark that down. Whether it be read for 30 minutes because I want to pick up a new skill, watch a video, a tutorial so I can pick up this new skill set. I think that's my goal for 22 is to be very, very intentional.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw something very interesting because people were talking about obviously New Year resolutions. You got all these doctors, psychologists, and all these people talking. And this one lady said, just do it for 5 minutes. And she said, just set the goal to do it for 5 minutes, whether it's working out, whether it's reading more, whether it's praying, whatever your goal is, just prioritize it and say 5 minutes. She said, because what happens is we always make the resolution, I'm going to go to the gym an hour. And then we realize that can be overwhelming or that can be too challenging. She's like, but 9 times out of 10, once you set something 5 minutes, let's say if you say, I'm going to read something for 5 minutes daily, or I'm going to write 5 minutes daily. She said 9 times out of 10, what happens is once you start, you go over that 5 minutes anyway. So now you can feel like, 1, I accomplished my goal daily. And then 2, I'm putting in extra time. And then she say, but what that 5 minutes does, it helps you just to get started. Because once you thinking in your mind, I got to do this for an hour, I got to do this for an hour and a half, or 45 minutes, however long. Not like I ain't just got the time, but if you say, man, I can do this for 5 minutes, and she said 9 times 10 you going above and beyond that 5 minutes, and so that's a way to set those small goals. And I think, how do you feel about resolutions, bro? I see so many people like making resolutions about just what I said, like weight loss, getting the body in order. You see so many people sign up for gym memberships. Like I saw Planet Fitness to give it like a $1 or 99. They know how to play it, boy. They about to get all the people that
know how to play it.
They about to get all these people rushing to the gym packed for the first couple of weeks, and then you ain't gonna see them no more. But they gonna keep charging you for the entire year unless you cancel your subscription. And so
well, that's the game.
Yeah. Nah, for sure.
That's the game, bro. Like when we really think about these things, man.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's going to take some type of discipline.
Yeah.
And discipline doesn't have to happen all in one night or all in one season.
Yeah.
Right. What we need to start doing is stringing together wins. So, like you said, you can take a day. And then you might miss a couple days.
Yeah.
But don't allow that to become the norm again. Just string a couple more wins together. And then once we start stringing the wins together, then that becomes the habit.
Yeah.
I think the problem with New Year's resolutions is people wait until the new year. Meaning that I'm going to continue in whatever thing that I'm doing that may be negative. I'm just gonna say negative, right? Like I'm overeating, or I'm not working out, or I'm not dieting, I'm not exercising, sure. I'm not saving, whatever it is that you want to improve upon. And you need to get this right. But we say, I'm gonna do it the new year. I think that's the wrong mindset.
Yeah.
I think we need to start saying, I'm going to do this now. Like I'm not gonna wait till the new year. Because every new year is always going to test the commitment. So if I'm serious about this, I don't need to wait till the new year. I'm going to do this right now.
Yeah.
And that's where we start. That way, now I don't have to start from ground zero on January 1st, because it's hard to start from ground zero on January 1st. You literally just said y'all had all this food and all this party.
Man, it's hard, bro.
And now you got to test it.
It's hard. So, bro, it's like...
It's so hard.
Like, when do you start?
So why not string together a couple wins, D, before you get to that point, and then you give yourself a reward day or a cheat day or whatever the case may be. And then now I got that. I knew this was coming. I planned for it. And then I string together some more wins.
Man, when you start, man, when you got Thanksgiving, you got Halloween with all the candy, you got Thanksgiving with all the plethora of desserts and food. Then right after Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, another holiday where amazing food is shared. Then right after that, you got New Year's. 9 out of 10, people partying, people drinking, people eating. So it's just easier to be like, all right,
living it up, dude.
Yeah. Man, I'm just gonna start on the new year, bro. Like I ain't about to set no diet around these times. And so it's just it's so easy to start a diet after the holiday season, bro.
And I think that's that's the Trojan horse.
Man, people gotta. I'm
not saying.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
I agree 100. I agree with you. Like, if you're gonna make a commitment, you got to stay true to the commitment. It's gonna take discipline and focus. It ain't gonna nothing's gonna happen overnight. It's compound wins, like you said.
Yeah.
But man, it's so hard, man. So I did that this year. Did you talk about me? I started January 1st. I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
Yep. Ain't been to the gym yet. It's January 7th.
Yeah. Dude, because what I realized there's a documentary called, I want to say, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. This guy, he ended up having a whole bunch of issues, skin issues, medical issues, and he had to change his diet. He came over to the States and he met this truck driver. The truck driver was like 300 plus pounds. He told him, hey man, I can help you. Give me a call. Truck driver ended up having something like let's say he had like a heart attack or something.
Yeah.
He called the dude and said, hey man, I don't like myself. I don't like the way I think. I don't like the way I look. I don't like who I am. Can you help me? Dude flew all the way back from Australia to the US, showed him how to diet, showed him how to juice, what to put in them, walk, do this, do that. And so he started doing it. And then the community started galvanizing around him. And his brother ended up saying, oh man, I'm going to do it. And he waited and he ended up in the hospital. And he called his brother and said, I don't want to die, bro. Save me. His brother said, this is what you do. And they started doing it together. And it changed his life.
Yeah.
He had chronic headaches, chronic illness, and then stuff started going away.
Yeah.
And so I don't want this to be a down episode, but we really got to start taking things serious before it gets to that point.
Yeah.
Before your body says, bro, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Let me get your attention.
Yeah.
Because that's what a heart attack really is. Most of the time when people just eating and gorging and with these illnesses, you're getting chronic headaches, people popping Tylenol and ibuprofen and BCU powder. Your body's telling you, we have problems.
Right.
We need to address these problems.
Yeah.
Bro, like I said, you can still do Christmas. I'm not saying you don't do those things.
Right.
But just string the wins together before. That way, I'm cool. But the next day after,
I'm back on it.
I might, or the next couple days. But still string together the wins so that now I at least got some type of motion.
Yeah. No, you're right, man. I think a healthy lifestyle period in whatever you're doing is gonna take some commitment. It's gonna take some work. However, like when you think about it, man, even with the eating, like you were just saying how these guys change their diets, change their habits. Like a lot of this stuff is subconscious habits. When I go to make my meal plans, because meal prepping and juicing and stuff like that, when I do clean up my diet, bro, I realize how much I subconsciously eat when I'm not consciously thinking about it. And it's so easier to subconsciously eat and not worry myself about what I'm going to eat or how I'm about to get it. And you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just easy to just go grab some quick food, some fast food, some trash food, go grab some snacks, get it, fill up the pantry, whatever, and I just subconsciously eat. But when you on a healthy journey, you actually have to think, plan, be aware, listen to and paying attention to your body.
Yes.
What is your body rejecting? Because a lot of those headaches and migraines that you're talking about are stemming from dairy products. It's stemming from your body actually saying like, hey, whatever you putting inside of me is causing a lot of mucus buildup, which is causing sinus pressure, which is causing those headaches, right? And so it's just easier to just follow the trend and follow the habit of just eating. Number one, when I want to eat. Like, so anytime I go on the start of my healthy journey, I always eat in between the hours of 11 and 7. Do you know them first couple days are so hard? Because I've been subconsciously eating after 7 o'clock all the way to midnight sometimes, just grabbing snacks, popping stuff in my mouth. But now that I'm living a life of health and discipline, it is a challenge. And it's so easy for me to just fall back into, I can just feed myself when I want to. I can just pleasure myself when I want to versus, man, I set this goal for New Year and, man, it's hard. And it's causing me to think and prioritize and plan when I ain't really trying to do that. And that's what everybody really saying is, I want to prioritize and plan my life this year. That's all a resolution is.
You're exactly right.
But it's exactly so easy. Right. And then don't it seem like it's just so easy to stay on that hamster wheel or just stay on that same like regimen and routine, D?
Well, I think what you're saying is, D, there's something common that is preventing us from staying disciplined, from sticking to the plan.
Yeah.
And everybody does it, but we rarely recognize it. And so we got to highlight it today. The thing that is preventing most people from succeeding is impulse.
Yeah. I'm so impulsive, bro. Bro,
everything.
Look,
but life is designed for you to be impulsive. That's how they win.
So bad.
That's how any corporation wins, because we have to feed your impulse. We have to drive that home. That's why when you go to the grocery store, you know you on a diet. You know you on a budget. You can have a straight list. If you stick to that list, you're disciplined. But before you check out, you go to the checkout line. What's in every checkout line, D?
All the good shit.
All the bad stuff that's wrapped in such beautiful packaging.
Man, the Snickers, the
gold Twix bars, and the Snickers and the turtles and everything. It's wrapped in this
sodas, the juices,
packaging, bro.
Yeah,
everything.
Sugar is right at the end of the store.
And so what that's doing is tempting you to break that discipline.
Right before you leave.
Don't stick to that list.
I got something good for you right before you go.
Right before you leave. Yeah.
Hey, so little boy.
Test this. Look, we going to test
hey,
this.
Little girl.
Your kids going to try to test. Everybody's going to test your discipline. And what we want to do is hope that you are impulsive.
D, I'm so impulsive, bro.
That you spur of the moment. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. That's a spur of the moment, split-second decision that you make.
Yeah.
And it trashes your discipline. It happens all the time.
And that affects your health. So look, D, that impulse affects your health and your finances in that split second. You can have a plan in a split second, bro. Man, Jazz mama came home with a 1999 comforter, said it was a nice with the pillows and all. Yeah. She's like, man, I just got this from Walmart for $20. I'm like, where you get it? Oh, I got it out from the one out in Chesterfield. They got the good stuff out there. I was like, I'm going to get one. Didn't even need a new comforter set. You
didn't plan on getting it at all. So what I want to do is I want to tell everybody, you all have the value. You all just been tricked into thinking that you're valueless without the products and the services of these companies. And this is how you can recognize that you have value. Go to your email. Go to your email and you're going to see all companies trying to solicit you to buy their products. So that tells you have the value. We're gold.
Yeah.
We're a treasure. And they are miners. They're miners for the value that we have. Yeah. But we keep giving it away because of the impulse. And how do they entice us? 50% off this, 60% off that, 70% off that. And you can go through your email and see countless companies, big time corporations, that's telling you something.
Hounding you.
You have
they be harassing you in the email.
Man,
I open my email to feel raped, D. Like, God.
Man,
every day.
That's what's happening.
D, every day.
That's what's happening. We're going to get your attention. Man, I done seen I done seen companies go from 25% sale, 50% sale, 75%, 80%. Companies that I don't mess with no more, you know what they say? Come on back, we got the greatest deal.
We'll give you 3 months
We
free.
have the value.
Yeah.
We have the value, but they know that if I can lean on you, if I can weigh on you, if I could just be present, your discipline is going to crack. We're hoping that your discipline cracks. And if it doesn't, we blasting this out to millions of people. Somebody discipline gonna crack.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
then when you see them with it, then you gonna say, I want that too.
Yeah.
But it's all based on impulse. So if we stop these impulsive actions and these impulsive decisions, we can win.
I agree.
We can win and recognize it like, dang, man, let me take.
So what it sounds like to me, what you're saying, D, is stop, pause, and think. Anytime you're getting ready to purchase something that you wasn't originally planning on purchasing, stop for just 2 seconds. Because all the impulse do is take 1 second. Stop for at least 2 seconds and think and
Yeah,
process.
yeah,
Was I coming here for this? Did I intend to spend this money? If your answer is no, then don't do it. Because 9 out of 10, once you leave it, it's gone anyway. I ain't buy that comforter
yeah.
set, D. Tyler was just like, hey, we gonna stop at Walmart and get that comforter set. I was like, nah, we don't need it. And I just kept going. And I ain't even had a thought in my mind about it no more. And so impulse is so easy to beat, but it sneaks up on you so quick and sneaky and conniving, and it'll have you make a decision that you don't really need to make or that you don't even really want to make. But once you beat it, be like,
And
oh,
then
okay.
and then you practice impulse buying. That's what happens. And then
Yeah.
once you do it, you just start practicing that. Now it ain't impulse like you know exactly, man. I'm spending my money on this
Yeah.
consistently.
Yeah.
So they're turning a bad impulsive decision into a bad practice.
Yeah.
So if we can stop that, then we can start bringing that value back into us. And a great way, like you said, was, man, look at your bank statement. We said it when we first started. Man, I implore you, look at your bank statement to see where your money is going.
D, hold on. Wait. If you want to improve in your financial life in 2024, I know there's so many people that got New Year's resolution goals. I know there's so many people out there that's frustrated and tired of being in the same old situations. Debt collectors are calling them. Bills are behind. I know so many people are behind because of the holiday season. I know people are tired and they trying to catch up. Give us some strategies and tools to be able to be successful in our finances this 2024 year.
Ooh, I want to say that's the blueprint. Honestly, D, is first recognize that you are the value. You have the value. If you didn't, nobody would want you. Like you are. You know how people say like, who's the value? What you bringing to the table? Is the
Yeah.
woman is the woman the
For the
value?
prize.
Yeah, is the
Yeah.
woman the prize? Is the man the prize? All you gotta do is
Yeah.
look like everybody wants the prize. So look at
Yeah.
yourself as the prize that these Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies, billion-dollar industries want you. They want you. They hollering at you every single day because they realize that you the prize. They trick you into believing that you're not the prize. So what you do is first become intimate with your finances. How do you do that? You look at your bank statements. You look at your credit card statements. And you recognize what I've been tricked to believe that I need. Where's my money going? So that I can become a better steward of my finances. So that I can determine where my money's going and where I need to bring it back in. It needs to stay with me, right? Once you do that, look at your bank statements. It's going to tell you spending this much money on groceries, this much money on
Yeah.
entertainment, this much money on fashion and food and clothes.
Yeah.
And it's going to really direct you on where you need to go. Oh, I can cut this back. You got to set a budget. That's just the honest to God truth. set a budget. A budget really isn't that hard. It doesn't restrict you. What it does is it gives you guidance. Just like when you go
Yeah.
into any job, you go into a job, they're gonna tell you, hey, this is how we do this, this is how we do that. It's not the wild, wild west anywhere you work. And if it is, believe me, it'll change real quick. Like
Yeah.
they gonna start setting some procedures and some guidelines in place very, very fast. So that's what we gotta start doing. Become intimate with our finances. Write it down. See the ugliness that your spending habit is. It's ugly. We gotta make it beautiful because it's not working for us. It's working for them.
Yeah.
Once you review that, become intimate with your finances, set the budget. And like we just been saying, now we got to start setting goals. I want to save $200 a month. I want to save $100 a month. It doesn't have to be a grand amount, but we got to start somewhere. And
Yeah.
then stop the impulse buying. Practice building up a resistance against impulse buying. Not just impulse buying, impulsive decisions. Somebody call you, hey man, let's go out. Nah, I can't do that. You don't got to convince them. You got to convince you that what I'm
Yeah.
doing is more important than this hanging out right now and doing this right now. Because believe you me, most people are going to be in the same position they were in before you started this journey. And you can be an inspiration for somebody to clean up their act. Just like I told you with the dude, fat, sick, and nearly dead. He started looking at
Yeah.
his brother and said, bro, I see you. Help me.
Yeah.
We really looking
Yeah.
to connect with each other, to help each other, bro.
Yeah.
But if everybody
Yeah,
doing
that's
these
true.
impulsive decisions, then
Yeah. So D, yeah. So what I hear you saying, D, is one, understand that you are the prize. You are the one that's everybody's looking for. Two, see where your money's going. Check your bank statements. Three, build a budget. Set a budget, right? How do you set a budget for
plan.
those? How do you? What does a budget look like for those? Like we hear the words, like, but some people just don't
Great
know
question.
what a budget is. Like, so I think everybody know how to, get some self-worth and some value and prioritize themselves. I think people know how to check a bank statement, seeing where their money is actually going, because them bank statements not lying. But I think a lot of people get held up on the budget part. So help us, give us like 3 quick ways
I got
to
you.
set a budget and what that looks like
Yeah.
and what it does for
A
you.
budget is simply a plan. It's a sense of direction, and that's what we keep saying. We fail because we don't have a plan. So you plan to fail. We just don't look at it like that,
Yeah.
right? And so a budget is simply you taking a look at how much money do I make. That's where you always start. How much money do I make? You have to live within that, right? So if I make $2,000 a month, that's where I start.
D, let's just assume that the $2,000 enough, and just tell them like 1, 2, 3, ABC, like a quick, like simple budget. So it's just like you got the $2,000.
Okay. Okay. So first you look at your net income. You got your $2,000. Then you start looking at how much am I spending every month on things that I absolutely need, right? Electric, gas, bills, things that you absolutely cannot live without, groceries, right? Now, from there, you look at what you're spending your money on that you don't need, right? And you're looking at how much that is affecting your money. Subtract the money that you make from the money that you're spending,
So give me some,
and what do
give
you
me some
have left over?
just figurative, like
Right.
false made up numbers. So I got $2,000 a month that I make every month. Then
Right.
my
Right. Just take home pay. You got $2,000 every month. Your rent is $700. Right. You got $100 electric bill. You got $100 gas bill. You got $100, $200 for your car payment. You have $100 for your insurance every month. Right? Those are absolute have to have.
Those are all of my expenses. Right? These are anything that I absolutely need. So let's say my expense is totaled up to $1,200. So I make $2,000. My expenses are $1,200. I'm left with the $800. What do I do with the $800 within this budget? Or is that the budget?
So the first thing that you do is set amounts. You set an amount for how much you're going to save and invest. The second thing you do is you give yourself a fund to actually do some stuff. You tell yourself, hey, I'm going to spend X amount of dollars on entertainment. I'm going to spend X amount of dollars on food. X amount of dollars on things that I don't necessarily have to have, but I like to have it. And then you simply follow that. You follow that plan. And every month, you try to stick to that plan. I got $800 left. $250 is going to go to my savings every month. All right? $500 is going to go to discretionary stuff. Really, it should be the other way around. Let's say $500 is going to go to my savings. $300 is going to go to discretionary stuff. Whatever the discretionary stuff is. Food, entertainment, clothes, whatever. And when I say food, I mean like out to eat, not grocery store.
That should be in your.
But you got to set that in the budget as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be. And so that's where you start. And that's it. And you follow it. And then you every month, you check back in. Hey, I did good on this. Oh, I messed up on this. Did I set too strict of a budget on saving? Because I'm just not at that point to where I'm going to cold turkey going out and cold turkey entertainment, right? And you just revisit that.
The reason why I really wanted you to break it down
every month
with false numbers, and I wanted you to break it down like that's the very basic elementary quick way of doing it, right? But I wanted to break it down because I don't want to assume every person that watched this is good at finances, have heard these terms, know when they hear budget what that means. So I wanted you to specifically break that down because you'll be surprised. So many of our listeners may not even know this. And I know we have a younger teen audience as well. And we just sadly don't get taught a lot of this stuff in school. So when they listen to this podcast, I want them to be, educated and informed on what exactly we mean by setting the budget. And so that's why I came back and doubled down to like, hey, don't give them just the good wordsmith. Like, teach them step by step so that they can be able to watch this podcast and be educated and go and say, okay, when I get my check, I got $800 this or $1,000 this check. I need to boom, 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 break it down so that they can have something actual, tangible to be able to live their life so they can start being successful in their finances.
For sure. And then the main thing with a budget is knowing that it's fluid. Mm-hmm. It's not something that has to stay the same.
You may get a promotion, you may get an increase, you may get a raise. You may get a part-time job or things always happen. But long as you know that initial budgeting like system, I think it sets you up for success when it comes to your financial life. What I love about it, you know and see exactly where your money is going. If you have that budget and then you had it coupled with that bank statement, there's no surprise where a penny then went. Like, you will see it. And so, yeah, man.
Yeah. And your credit card statements too, because now everybody's swiping with some credit cards. So you got to look at the credit card statements too. Bring all your statements in, print them out. Look at everything, and then see where your money's going.
An episode strictly on like budgeting, saving, investing, and getting out of debt is a huge one. Because I know a lot of people. Even one of my financial focuses is getting out of debt. Whether that's credit card debt, whether that's student loan debt, whether that's car note debt, any negative debt that's costing you more than it is. Because you got good debt and bad debt. Any negative debt that's costing you more money that's coming out of your pot, I know so many people are trying to eliminate those, right? And so, like, let's do an episode talking about eliminating that. Because I hear so many ways. You got Dave Ramsey snowball effect. You got so many different strategies and ways to really get rid of like debt. But I want, us to talk about some ways and some strategies that you have done over your course of years and some things that I've done as well. Yeah, to really start.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Easy.
We can do some short episodes on that for real.
I think I love. People setting, goals, but I think people need plans. And so the first few weeks, the first 40 days of I get off social media, indeed every day I'm writing the plan. I'll have my goals on a piece of paper or a dry erase board, and then I'll have how do I get there? And then I start coming up with the plan. A lot of people's resolutions stop because they don't come up with the plan and the strategy. They just say, I have a goal. I want to lose weight. It's a goal.
Very true.
I want to start eating right. It's a goal. I want to make more money. It's a goal. I want to get a new job. It's a goal. I want to buy a new car, a new house. I want a girlfriend, a boyfriend. I want a spouse. I want a wife, a husband. All of those are goals. People fail in those goals not because they're not disciplined enough all the time, not because they're not strong, not because they're not focused. It's because they don't have a strategy and a plan. And so every day, Tyler and I have been literally write down, okay, these are our personal goals. These are our spiritual goals. These are our financial goals. These are our faith goals. These are our relational goals. And we take that. And sometimes one of those goals may take a week to get through because it's a lot of information that you gotta really comb through and day to day, month to month. Okay, we got this goal. This goal is actually going to take us 2.5 years. So it's just not a 2024 goal. This goal is going to carry to 2024, be the same resolution and the same thing in 2025 and half of 2026, like the Corey paying off. So I think it's very important for us, and I think this is going to even help our channel and help our subscribers and our followers to start planning. Like, I just don't want to be a podcast to just be talking a bunch of stuff. Like, I want them to see what we do. Speaking of that, and this off the topic, I got the side by side life insurance policies. Steven sent it over to us, and so I'll email it all over to you, and we'll just look at what it is, guys. We have side by side life insurance quotes. One for Mass Mutual and one for Guardian. And so I got that I'm excited. And so off record, we'll continue to talk about that. But I still want to educate our people on all of this stuff that we're doing and not just, just.
You know what a goal and first, that's great. That's amazing.
Sure.
And we got to talk about how we got to that point. We got to that point because we set a goal and we actually set it by the wayside.
Yeah.
But then we had to come back to it. That's the thing about goals. Once you write it down, bro, write it down somewhere. Right? Get you a book. Get you a small notebook.
Yeah.
Write your goal. Put the little checkbox by it. And even if you don't accomplish it right away, you may come back to that goal a year from now, 2 years from now, and then you would see it again.
Right.
Dang, I planned on doing that. How come I didn't do that? I want to do that. The thing about goals, why they're so great, is it gives us a sense of achievement, which in our adulthood, a lot of us don't have because, let's just say it, like our backgrounds didn't require that. Like, people weren't training us to do these things, right? But when you were a kid, you had goals. I remember one of my teachers, bro, he had everybody in the class name on a board. And every assignment, if you do good on it, you get a star. So I started looking forward to getting those stars. And I wanted to be the one that had all them stars by my name. I want to have the most stars by my name.
Those celebratory moments when you accomplish something. And as adults, we so hard on ourselves. Like, we'll stop going to the gym because we don't see the weight loss or the gains that we're supposed to see. But like the fact that you showed up when you couldn't even get out your bed or get off your couch at first, the fact that you showed up to the gym, like, I commend those people that actually go pay for a membership and go to the gym. Like, that's a start. Like, now staying committed and stuff like that. Like, yes, that's another thing we got to talk about and work on. However, the fact that you got up and did something, the fact that you called and got a quote on a life insurance policy, the fact that you even wrote out a plan and a strategy to accomplish the goal deserves to be highlighted and celebrated, because like you said, when we were kids, you practiced and you ran a race, you got a trophy, you got a plaque, you got a medal. It was something there to let you know all of this work you've been putting in, we see it, we recognize it, and we commend you for it. And as adults, we need that. Exactly.
And it was something to work towards. It was something to work towards. And then when you got the results, it gave you more motivation. And that's why you write this stuff down. Because now I want to go to the gym 3 times a week. And at the end of the week, did I accomplish that? Nope. But I know I wanted to do it. So next week, I'm going to put it in my head, in my mind, I'm going to do that. I want to save $500 a month. I put it on the thing. Did I do it? Yes. Nice. I'm going to save it again this month. I got $1,000 in my account. I'm going to keep doing it. And then you string together wins, and then you have the sense of achievement from checking those boxes. Bro, just a simple check in a box.
It is, bro. I remember you told me that, D,
I promise you.
maybe about 5 years ago, you was just like, D, let's look at life from a 5-year standpoint. And you was like, what have you accomplished in 5 years? And I had graduated culinary school. I had became an executive chef. Like, it was so many things like that we did. We bought a house.
Yep.
Like, all of these things. And dude, I thought I wasn't doing shit. I thought I was behind. I thought, like, you like, nah, D, you got some major wins, bro. Like, and I think that's what, you know, to our listeners out there, the people that's, you know, watching, man, start just reflecting and remembering and looking back over the wins and the successes that you did do. And that's going to be a major motivational piece for you to pick it back up and get going. Like, so many times we hard on ourselves, man. I know I can be super hard and critical over myself, bro. Like the fact that we started this podcast and we 6 months, 7 months in, and we continue this thing on. We like, but you know, man, it's so easy to just rob yourself of joy, bro.
It is, and that's the thing about, like, that's why I keep harping on that, because it gives you the motivation, and it's intrinsic.
Exactly.
Like, I did this. This didn't come from Nike. This didn't come from Gucci or Louis or Prada. This came from what I did. I built this. What you're saying, D, is I call that a life resume. It's my life resume, bro. I can look at from 2006 when I first joined the Air Force up until now, and I can list all of the things that I've done in my life, and I can sit there and be proud of the things that I've done. And so many people can do that, bro. Just start recognizing it. And now I say, man, look at what I've done. And I wasn't even fully aware of what I was doing, but now that I'm more aware, I'm growing. I can direct myself even more. That's why the next part of my life resume is I need to connect to people. That's why this thing is called All Things Connected, because everything is connected. So I need to connect with people. Bro, a great quote that I just stumbled upon in a book that I'm reading called The Speed of Trust. The quote says, "The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write, but it'll be those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn." See, that's so heavy, bro. If we want to be effective in this century, moving forward, you need to learn. You need to be able to learn, unlearn,
that's good,
and relearn. And once you do that,
that's super good.
Success is almost guaranteed, bro.
Yeah, man. It's been good, man. I think this year is going to bring a lot of enlightenment to people. I think this year is going to be like every other year, man. It's going to be about whatever you put into it. And, because a lot of people,
sure.
think, I can just talk my way into it. I can just do this, do that. Like this year, I just really want to challenge people to be very intentional about your days, your weeks, your months, your time. And I really know, see, I done did this before, D. Like, so I know when you put in the time and you put in the work and the effort, those things just compound and you get a beautiful year. A lot of people, just go year by year by year, just no plans. Like you said, if you ain't planning, to succeed, then you planning to fail. You know what I mean? And so, or you failing to plan, whatever the saying they say.
Even that's the thing.
I think when you intentional about your life, I think that's what I would say. Get back to being intentional about your life, because once you're intentional, man, everything start to align. Everything that needs to be prioritized start moving in the right place, and the things that causes you to lose focus before won't cause you to lose focus anymore, because you're so locked into a specific goal. Get obsessed with your goals, man. Like whatever they is, write them down, man. Post them all over your room, post them in the bathroom when you get up in the morning to where you can visibly see them every day. Recite them, rehearse them, speak them out into the atmosphere, man. I'm telling you, once you get serious about what you want to do and who you want to be in life, everything aligns with that. The people that's not aligned with that vision, they go away. Like you ain't even gotta walk nobody out your life. You ain't even gotta do it. They will intentionally leave because you're not the same person that once fed the bull crap. You're not the same person that was just hanging around just to hang around. You're intentional. You are making strategic moves, and people that's used to lollygagging, just going through life bull crapping around, they are intimidated by focused, disciplined people. They don't like those relationships that is not conducive to your growth and that's conducive to where you going in your life. Man, they'll fall out by the wayside. You ain't even got to do nothing. Or you changed. And when you hear that you change, just know you're accomplishing what you set out to accomplish at the beginning of 2024.
And encourage them.
That's true.
Some people just need a little bit of encouragement because they scared of the unknown too. Like it's scary, bro. When you've been spending your money the way you've been spending it for X amount of years, and somebody comes along and say, "Hey, we gotta have discipline."
So true.
You can't keep living like this.
Yeah,
it's easy to keep living like this. Like, I changed. You can change too. You gonna see it, and I'm always be here for you.
Yeah,
we can show each other the way. We really can show each other the way. It's not something that is so far beyond people. It's not something that is designated for a select few. When we really start working together and seeing the value that we have, a lot of walls will come down and a lot of bridges will be built. And that's what happened. Everybody don't got to leave all their friends behind. You encourage your friends. You inspire your friends. They admire you for a reason, even when you think that they don't. It's so many people that have told me, man, I looked up to you for doing this. I'm like, bro, I didn't even know you was watching. They're like, man, I'm telling you, bro, like, I wish I had that in me. I'm like, man, if I would have known, then I would have told you, like, let's go. So open up.
And if they don't want to, leave their ass. No,
like you said, then
no, but seriously, you wouldn't even have to leave them, bro.
Oh,
they excommunicate themselves because you're on something different. That's just the reality. It didn't happen to me. When you level your life up, when you say, okay, I ain't the product of my environment no more. I ain't a part of the neighborhood. I ain't a part of the who's who. I'm not going to be a part of this. I want my life to look a certain way. Like, just by default, People was assigned to you and a part of you in that version. And that's just the reality. They can't even fathom you changing your life. They can't even fathom you speaking articulately. They can't fathom you making a certain amount of money. They can't fathom you being disciplined, getting up, going to work, pouring into your entrepreneur endeavor. They can't even imagine it. So they like, oh no, that dude lame. That dude, I don't want to be around him no more. Like, that's just what it is. Don't stunt your growth for those people. Like, I ain't saying cut off all your friends. Yeah. Those type of people that's in your life, don't stunt your growth. Don't feel sorry. Cause I done dealt with that before, man. I changed and people nah, man. You got goals. Them are your goals. Them ain't goals for everybody else. Them are your goals. So crush them, stand on business, stay on your square and get it done this year, man.
You definitely gonna have to stand on business.
It's gonna get tested.
You set any goal
for sure. So you better tested. Stand on business. Yeah.
It's gonna get tested.
Yeah, man. So,
another one in the books, D.
Another one, man. I just wanna tell people that those goals, I know, when we talk about them, I know when we talk about people that start resolutions, you hear it all the time and they stop them, man. Those things can happen, D. Like, and those things will happen if you will your way through it. Like D said, it's gonna get tested, it's gonna get hard, but you gotta just will your way through it, man, in order to see change in your life. So I know it's a lot of people that's banking on the new year, but man, like D said, we the prize, man. Bank on yourself, do the work, develop some new habits, shift your paradigm, gain new information, watch some successful podcasts, informational, educational podcasts, read some books, like change the language that you ingesting and digesting, connecting with people. And I guarantee you, man, your year will be beautiful. You will look back and say, man, I just need to continue to do what I'm doing in 2025. I don't even need to have no more resolutions. I'm just going to stay solid and stay true, because I'm telling you, man, this is the time for us to win, man. Win together, win in our individual lives, and grow, man. And so I'm excited, bro. I'm excited about this year, man.
For sure. Yep. See, I'm excited, not just this year, but the next 10 years. I'm really excited about what we're going to be able to present, how we're going to be able to show people examples of where we started, the blueprint of how we did it. You know what's amazing, D? I was just here yesterday. We went to see $1 million home. I said, bro, this the goal.
Yeah.
I showed it to him. He said, he came up with this idea. It was so dope, D. I'm going to tell you offline. It was crazy. But the host of the home, we told her what the idea was. She said, oh my God. She said, y'all got to look into some ULIs, Universal Life Insurance. So I said, oh, he on that. I told her everything that we were doing with the family, bro. She said, oh my God, like, y'all, that's exactly what we want to do with our family. I said, ma'am. And so just in a moment, bro, of me showing Fried, this is the goal. Because we've been talking about it. But now I got to show you. Next time you come down here, I'm going to show you, D.
Yeah.
Her being there, she said, we have the same goal. All you got to do is start talking about the stuff, bro. People going to start telling you, hey, I'm thinking how you thinking. I told her, we're going to continue down the path that we set. I got her information. I said, I'm going to keep in touch with you because I would love to check in and love to hear how you all accomplished what you all said. She got like 5 boys and 2 girls, bro. Plenty of manpower to do anything.
Yeah.
She said, they scattered all over the country, but everybody trying to move in together and we do this life together. I said, ma'am, that's the direction that we need to start going in.
Yeah.
Because it's too hard out here for us to be trying to be Rambo.
Yeah, man, I said it and I'm always saying, man, life is about people, and it's gonna get real hard for the people that want to continue to isolate themselves.
Yes.
You're gonna have to carry some weight. I'm telling you. D, I don't know if you saw the Taraji P. Henson viral little clip that went around when she was crying about, her wage and working, and man, look, that's what I'm speaking to. People that want to be individual minded people that want to just like do it on their own, it's gonna get hard. It's gonna get. You gotta be really ready to put the world on your shoulders and be able to carry that by yourself at all times. Not just on the podcast platform, not when your movies are doing well, not when you like, I'm talking about 24/7, 365 days. Man, that ain't no way to live, bro.
It's a losing
That ain't no way to live. That's a millionaire, very successful, highly decorated woman in Hollywood that's crying on a platform saying it's hard. I gotta pay a team. I gotta pay. And D, what she was crying about was what everybody else gotta do. Go to work and pay your bills. Like, so I'm telling y'all, and I've been saying it, and I'm gonna start going into detail, kind of like what I'm just talking about, specifically of what that looks like. Because everybody championing this, and it looks cute and it looks good when you on red carpets and you getting these accolades. But when people go home and Uncle Sam want his money, that videographer, that photographer, that makeup artist, that chauffeur driver, that glamorous lifestyle, they want their money. So when you get done paying everybody that you need to pay, and you by yourself and you don't got no help, man, look, the real life start to present itself, not the stuff you seeing on these cameras. Y'all better stop listening to. Y'all better stop being in love with these celebrities. I'm telling y'all better start investing in y'all own life, planning y'all own goals, and get connected with y'all people. You better get connected with your family and your friends that's like-minded, that's on something, because I'm telling you, it's getting harder, and it's going to continue to get harder.
It is.
If you ain't got people that's going to undergird you, going to link in and lock arms with you and say, let's go, man, you in the world of trouble in 2024.
Better believe it.
I'm sorry. I want to say Happy New Year, hey, but look, I'm telling you,
we gotta stop falling.
That's the reality, bro.
This fantasy land. That fantasy land is fool's gold, bro.
Yeah.
Flashing lights is leaving people broke and broken, D. And then they crying out. Like, how many times have we saw celebrities say, "I'm flat broke"? Yeah, we on the stage, and I'm flat broke. And I don't have anybody around. That's why everybody keeps saying that Hollywood. Man, stay away from Hollywood. You going out there by yourself. You think you have to live this life, but that lifestyle is meant for you to fail. You better start connecting with your family. And not just your biological family. See, here's the thing, D.
That's why I say like-minded people, your friends, your family, your tribe.
Yes. People who you have relationship with. Man, I just talked to Friday. I said, man, people get caught up on titles. So you see Taraji P. Henson, the actress who has all these accolades and who has this impeccable resume. You can't get caught up on that. She's telling you, even though I have all of this, this is the reality. Look, man, the reality is you have a lot of people with titles. You got a brother, you got a sister, you got a son, you got a daughter, you got a cousin. Those are titles. That's not necessarily relationship.
Sure.
Right? We need to stop focusing on titles and focus on the relationship.
The relationship. So good. So good. And so true. Yeah, man. So again, man, y'all know what our platform about. Like, we talking about connecting with people, doing life together, the individual concept, the individual mind. I'm telling y'all, 5 years from now, we're gonna look up and see the people that really has moved forward in their life. And I'm telling y'all, those people will be the people that is connecting with people, working together at a common goal. That whole, I don't even think that independent individual, I don't even think that's going to be as a big topic of conversation no more in 5 years, 5 to 10 years, bro.
I think it is.
Because life gonna start showing people, bro. Watch, life gonna start. It's already starting to happen. You seeing more and more of them come out. The people that was champion this lifestyle, I can be bad. I can do bad by myself. You starting to see those same people come out on public platforms, crying and saying, "I was wrong. I was wrong." Young girls prioritize getting into meaningful relationships instead of jacking off your good years. Young boys, like, you can be with one woman, you can have a family, you can be successful. Like, these people are coming out now. The same people that were just 2 years ago on these relationship podcasts, red pilling, blue pilling it, talking crap, they coming out and saying, nah, I'm getting married. Like, I was tricked. Look, I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it for y'all. Yeah. Look, I'm telling you, but people have to start. We have to start repairing the things that work. The strength is in the numbers. You can't outrace me, and I got 10 of my brothers. You can't beat me. The world is a competitive world, D. It's about wins and losses, checks and balances, ones and twos, black and green. Like, it's not. It don't care about your feelings. Yeah. It don't care about your. It don't care about your titles. It just don't.
It literally destroys the things that they say you have to emphasize.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
It makes stuff so much easier, bro.
Yeah.
We gonna continue to show them, bro. That's the only thing we can say. Yeah. Like, we can talk, but we gonna start showing y'all.
Yeah.
We literally
gonna show y'all how we do this.
What the life insurance policies look like how you all pull from this, how you all build together. We got some amazing stuff planned for y'all. We've been alluding to it, but 2024, we really gonna show y'all. And
the investments, the whole investment group, like everything about what we do, bro. We just gotta start laying it on the table for them so they can know, like, okay, we
gonna give them the blueprint.
Yeah, because it can be done.
And as we learn it, we're not saying we got this thing figured out by any
we're not experts. We're not experts. Let's put that disclaimer at the front of the video. We are not experts. Right. We're not financial advisors.
Right. But that's why we know anybody can do this.
Regular guys.
It just takes time on task. I say that all the time, D.
Yeah.
It takes time on task. The only problem is we have time on task doing stuff that doesn't produce.
Yeah.
We just got to start putting time on task with stuff that does. And we win.
All right. It's your boy Tread the Great.
I'm just Daniel.
Thank y'all as always for being with us. Thank y'all for continuing to lock in as we grow. Man, we've been growing. The subscriber Dan been putting out some crazy shorts for y'all. Go check out them shorts, man. They've been going crazy, man. Some entertaining stuff, some educational stuff. And so we just want to thank y'all to continue to grow, man. 2024, we're going to start rolling out a lot of more content that's educational information so that we can help y'all win in y'all lives as we win in our lives. Again, this thing is about winning together, not just individually. So thank y'all for being here with us. We out.